have you been? Welcome back to my channel, guys. So it's been a while. Nowadays I think I'm taking too long. Before I continue, if you've not subscribed, guys, please subscribe to my channel. Click that notification button so that anytime I post a video, you'll be the first one to know that the video is up, and you'll be able to watch and learn things that I do or enjoy what I do. So thank you so much for 1.18k subscribers. I really appreciate. Yes, thank you so much. So today's video is a really simple video and a really quick one and a good one and a smart one. I'm going to be doing makeup. It won't be so much detailed. It's a simple makeup for starters. That's what we are going to do. So without wasting your time, I'm going to show you what I'll use for eyebrows. We start with eyebrows. Yeah, for makeup we start with eyebrows. Eyebrows is the face of everything. I'll have my brush, I'll have my two concealers. As you can see, I don't know if you're seeing, one is light and the other one is much darker. So you'll use two concealers. I have my brush that I'll use to conceal, and then I have my pencil. It's kind of small but good to go. So you'll have this, how many are these? I think 5. Yeah. So let's start. You brush off your eyebrows, make sure they are trimmed really nicely. So brush them, make sure they are aligned. Brush them like that. As you can see, they are kind of aligned kidogo. Then take your pencil. Yeah, see, align just the way your brows are. Yeah, then after you do that, fill in really nicely where there is no hair. Fill in kidogo too. I think I have bushy eyebrows, so I won't fill in so much. But if you don't have a lot of eyebrows, you just fill in where you don't have brows, and then that's it. Make sure your line is really nice. There you go. I'm going to draw the other one so that I can not waste a lot of time. And when you're filling in, make sure you fill in like this. Don't rub inside, it won't look really nice. But do this just like that. Then take your pencil, your brush again, sorry, brush in just a little bit to make sure your pencil looks really nice, and then make sure it doesn't look too fake. All right, guys. Then I'm going to take my concealer, and then make sure the one that is upper one is the dark one, and then the light one will be the down one. So I'm going to put it on my hand. All right, there you go. Sorry. So I'll take my brush, as you can see, and then I'm going to start concealing from down here and then the upper one. So the down one, I'm going to use a what is it, a lighter one. If you're starting, don't use a lot of product because it will give you a headache to conceal and blend in, right? Just do that really nicely. go. So after you do that, make sure you pull down the concealer. Because you'll still use the concealer doing the eyeshadows, so I prefer pulling down the concealer really nicely. And then there's always room for correction. If you see your brows is really not like it's not coming in really well, you can still pull it, right? Yeah. And then I'm going to conceal the upper side. Let me get my small mirror because it's kind of hard doing it on the camera. There we go. Sorry. So I'll use my small mirror. So I'm going to conceal I'm done with this, the downward, and then I'm going to conceal the upper side of your brows. Use a darker shade of the concealer, but if you can be able to conceal the same color, that's okay, you can still do it. So I'm going to conceal the upper side. Now let's do the other side of the eyebrow. Oh, sorry. So I'm done with the eyebrows. Sorry guys, I have this kihoma. So the purpose of not shading in so much is to make sure that your eyebrows will turn out looking really natural. Okay, so once you're done with the eyebrows, you go to the eye area. Eye area is applying eyeshadows. If you apply, if you don't, that's okay, you still continue. So before I do the eyeshadows, I'm always careful with my skin, so I'm going to tone. This is what I use for toning. You tone your face. It's necessary. Some think it's not necessary, but it's kind of necessary because of the effect of products. So once you're done toning your face, you let the toner settle. In the meantime, as the toner settles, I'm going to be applying the concealer on my eyelid. I use Pro Conceal Illegal. So that's when you're allowing the toner to settle before you maybe moisturize your face. Oh, sorry. So when that is done, you conceal. I have my concealer. You put concealer on your eyelid before you put the eyeshadows, all right? You still use the brush that you used to apply concealer, and then we are going to use eyeshadows. I am going to use this small shadow package. because the big one is going to kind of not help me right now because of the mirror. And I'm going to be using these two brushes to lay down my concealer. That is in case if you don't have the whole set of brush, you can still use these two and it's going to work on nicely. So that is what I'm going to use. Apparently I'm going to use 2 shades only. If you've never applied makeup, please use 1 shade for now, so that you can be able to blend in nicely, because blending in eyeshadow is really important. All right, so I'm going to use a very dull color at the outer corner of your eyelid. All right, so I'm going to use my mirror. I'm using a brown shade. I think I'll show you. So I'm going to use this shade, the brown one. This thing is, I think, 300 shillings. It's really cheap, but it has good eyeshadows. So I'm going to use it at the outer corner as you go inwards. You lay in your eyeshadow really nicely. Make sure you don't come at the outer, don't come too much at the outer corner, because it will look really bad. So I like it when it goes up to the eyebrow, because when I'll be blending in, it will be easier to blend in and it will blend in nicely. As you can see, I'm not going far much out of the eyelid. This is where I will reach. This brush really helps me blend in really nicely. You're going to bring this shadow up to this part so that your eyeshadows can look really nicely. As you can see, I'm reaching the eyeshadow at the eyebrow, just like that. All right, to make sure that your eyeshadow is not so much far from your eyebrow. Nicely blending nicely. Blending in also helps your eyeshadows come out really good. Then I'm going to get a much brighter shade than that one. I'm going to use maybe this pink, then put it here. Try get eyeshadow, try get colors that really match as much possible as you can, then blend in nicely. The good thing with eyeshadow, you can play with them any way you want them to look. Make sure you don't have a very bad harsh line out here. Sorry, between the eyeshadows. The economy is really bad. My brush broke down and I had to be a fundi. Here it's coming in a really nude shadow, but it's really nice and I like it. Yeah, so I'm going to do the other eye. So guys, that's the kind of look I wanted on my eyes today. It's not too bright and not too dull, sorry. So I used a dark one and then ka pink hapo mbele kidogo. I'm done with the eyebrows. Not eyebrows, sorry, with the eyeshadows. So once you're done with the eyeshadows, we're going to still continue with the eye area. I'm going to do what? To use my eyeliner. I have this small one, I think it's called Carit or whatever, I don't know. It's a small one but really nice. It has a very good sharp thing. Yeah, so then I'm going to put on my lashes. So I'm going to put on my lashes. They're really fine, they're really nice. And then I'm going to be using this glue. It's bond glue. It's used to put on wigs, but helps put on your eyelashes really nicely and strong. Okay, but if you have like long lashes, there's no need to put them on. Like mine, actually, I might not even put the lashes on because I have really long ones. You can just like brush them off using mascara. As you can see, they are popping out really well. Yeah, you can see. But if you're putting on your lashes, make sure that where the lashes is kind of short, it's in front. As you can see, this one, let me put it like this this side is kind of long than this one, so you put the shorter one in front. Then I'm going to use my glue and apply a little. Then when you're putting your eyelashes, make sure they lie where your natural eyelashes are. Okay, so I don't know if you're going to see, but I'm going to try. Yeah, there you go. My phone is misbehaving. Yeah, there you go with your lashes. Then I'm going to put the other one. Mine are kind of dramatic, but yeah, that's how you do the lashes, just a small bit of it. And then before I continue, I'm going to use my primer. I'm going to apply my primer so that it can be settling down as maybe I finish up the eye area. I'm using Kiss Beauty primer. Yeah, and then I still love using a beauty blender to do everything. Does a really good job. Yeah, I'm going to let my primer settle down for some seconds. As I do that, I'm going to finish up with my eye area. I love using a black lip liner here. I don't love this area being naked. Just a small one. Yeah, just like that. Once I'm done with my eye area, we are going now to apply. Right now my primer has already settled because it's a really good primer. Then I'm going to be using this foundation for my face. It's a BB Kiss Beauty, really nice one. It's, I think, 450 shillings. Not that expensive, but good for your skin. Okay, and I'm still going to use my other beauty blender. This one blends in really nicely, and we see how it goes. You first of all try and blend in one side before you go to other side, because when you jumble in the whole face, this primer, it's a matte primer, so it gets dry really fast, and then it gives you stress blending in. So try blending one side, and if you're a first timer, don't use a lot of products. Okay guys, blend in really nicely, even at the eye area. So and then another thing with foundation, make sure that you're using the foundation of your skin tone, because as you can see, this foundation I'm using, there's no difference between here and here, and there's no difference between here and here. So you make sure that make sure that your foundation is your skin tone. All right. See, my foundation is really nice and blended in really well. So today I'm not going to contour, or yeah, I'm not going to contour. That's for another video. I was just doing a small makeup for today. So once you're done with your foundation, I love applying lipstick before I use my powder. Okay, yeah. So for the lipstick, I'm going to be using two colors. I'm going to be doing an ombre, a maroon one and a pink one. It's from Joe's. So, and this one is 250 shillings from Joe's, but it's a good one. If you can't afford the expensive one, you can use this one. So before I do my lipstick, I love lining my lipstick using a brown lip liner. Doesn't have to be too much sharp. All right, so yeah. Just like that, and then we're going to use my lipstick. I'm going to start with the maroon one. Always start with the darker shade or the heavy shade down. Okay, so Make sure it doesn't go beyond your lips. And then immediately before it all dries up, you get your pink one, your lighter one. You place it at the top. And here. Then blend in using your lips. Yeah, don't overdo it, because it starts when it dries up and then you keep on adding more shades, it's going to look really bad. Yeah, and that's it. And then when I'm done with my, sorry, let me pick this one. When I'm done with my lipstick, I'm going to be using this setting powder. Which company is it? It's EDM finishing powder. And then I'm going to be using one of my brushes. I don't think I have the right one, but as a makeup artist, to improvise. Oh, I forgot. If you don't have a lot of brushes and you still want to use your finishing powder, it still works. All right, or any beauty blender that you have. So I'm going to use this one. Oh, this one will give me a headache. But if you get a beauty blender that stays like this one, mine is kind of old, but does my job anyways. So get your finishing powder, setting powder, then tap in just a little bit. Make sure you blend in nicely. Then for those who uses brushes, you can use a really fluffy one. I don't know, I don't have all of my brushes right here, but I'm just going to try use what I have. You just like do this with your finishing powder, your setting powder, to make sure that it also blends in nicely, and touch everywhere you had your foundation. All right. So that's it with my powder. Sorry. Anyway, so that's it with the powder. And today we are not going to highlight. This is a go to office look, because it's really simple and so fast to do. Okay, then after I'm done with my powder, my lipstick, my everything, I'm going to use this one. It's called a setup spray. Setting spray. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the name. Yeah. So when you're spraying, and then before you spray, make sure that your skin is, if you have a really oily skin, don't spray. And make sure that for your powder to be kept on well with your foundation, use a beauty blender. But if your skin is kind of dry like mine, you can use the setup spray. Make sure it's kind of far kidogo from your face, and then you're good to go. So that's a simple look for today that we were doing. Yes, the way you're going to glam up really nicely. So guys, this is the final look. Once you're done spraying and everything, this is how we are. Yeah, set up your hair really nicely, dress up really well, go wherever you want to go with that look. Okay, yeah. So thank you so much for watching my videos, guys. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share with anyone who wants to learn makeup. So today we've done that simple makeup, and then for the next video I'm going to be contouring, I'm going to be highlighting, I'm going to be doing a lot of things in makeup. All right, this is the simplest one, and thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.